What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? MonkeyFlop here. I'm a little bit under the weather, so bear with me. But today I wanted to make a video discussing the fact that, yes, I really just freaking broke my PlayStation VR. Well, I broke it a couple of days ago. I was able to return it and get a brand new one, which is awesome, right? It worked out pretty good. But I wanted to make this video to discuss how I broke it, and that way, hey, maybe later on in the future, you guys get a PlayStation VR, or maybe you have one now, you're a little bit more careful. I thought I was being really careful with my PlayStation VR. I was treating it like a baby. I was keeping the headset in the original box, and I was keeping it off to the side, away from everything else. I was cleaning it all the time. Every time somebody used it, I have baby wipes. That's how I clean my PlayStation VR. I have baby wipes. I'll show you guys a tutorial probably later on this week on how I clean my PlayStation VR, because I'm really like, oh my gosh, I need to take care of this, and I couldn't actually believe I did what I did to break it. So let's go ahead and check out what I did. Okay, so I blame Mega Man for everything. He's the reason why. Don't look at my ugly setup. I didn't even really clean up for this video, so I apologize. But here it is. So there's the PlayStation VR processing unit. There's the wires. That was my mistake. I always keep my PlayStation VR headset in its original box. I keep it tucked away over here, and I keep it pretty much protected at all times. I clean it. I treat it like my baby. I freaking love that thing. But my mistake was I left the cords on the floor. I tripped over it. I thought the PlayStation VR processing unit was safe where it was. I thought it was secure, but unfortunately it wasn't, because everything ripped off. And even though it was only about a 2-foot drop, it fell to the floor and it broke. The processing unit broke. So I would advise you guys, if you get a PSVR, it's an awesome machine. Just really take care of the cords. Make sure that nobody can trip on it, that your processing unit wouldn't get ripped off and fall to the floor like mine did. Because what actually happened, what I was experiencing, was the screen was shaking uncontrollably, and every time I try to calibrate it, every time I try to adjust the lighting, adjust the camera, nothing worked, and it just didn't work at all, and it was really frustrating. But luckily I bought it at Best Buy, and they were nice enough to actually return it for me. Well, it was within the return time window and everything like that, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, I was able to get a brand new unit. I'm not sponsored by Best Buy or anything, so don't even trip, don't even think anything of it. I'm just letting you guys know what I experienced. I wanted to share that with you guys as well, because I was like busting my head trying to figure out why my PlayStation VR was not working the way I originally had it. And then I remembered the fact that it was working fine until my idiot self left the cords on the floor, tripped over it, and the processing unit fell literally less than 2 feet to the floor, and causing the whole thing to break. And luckily I was within the return time window for Best Buy to exchange it and get a new one. Otherwise I would have been out $500, and that would have been insane, especially with the fact that I just purchased it. So lesson learned, learn from me. Don't let your cords be on the floor, and take care of that processing unit just like you would the PlayStation VR headset itself. Anyways, I'll have a tutorial on how to actually clean it, because I do it a little bit different. I'm a little bit anal about being clean and everything, putting it on different people's faces. I love to actually show it off, and I love to have my friends over and be like, dude, you gotta try this, and just immerse themselves in it. But I like to be clean, and I like to have it clean. So I'll have a tutorial later on. If you would take 2 seconds out of your day, hit a like. That really helps me out. If you guys haven't already subscribed, that would be awesome as well. And I will see you guys in the next news update. Hopefully, I'll get my voice back at one point, because this is bad.